62 worst interview answers ever given. According to Reddit, number 62. This was me. I had to come back to my country a few years back to help my dad while my mom was dying. I signed on the dole when I got home. Part of the deal was I had to do X number of interviews a month. Obviously, with the situation, I wasn't interested in getting a job. For a few months, this was going well. I was applying for jobs I was nowhere near qualified for, and in the rare event I'd get an interview, I'd answer questions really bad, deliberately. Every month, I'd go back to welfare officer and hand in my stack of applications. Job done, see you next month. Then I had an interview with a large telco for a solutions architect role. Thought I would go like the others, to be honest. I had some experience, but not enough to land a high-level position. They started asking me questions. So how do you understand what a customer is looking for? What methodologies would you use? Me. Customers are usually idiots. They never know what they want. As long as they look good in front of their boss, they don't give a shit. Them. Have you any experience building networks? Me. Actually, yeah. When I was younger, I worked for a cowboy. I sold a medical facility, a managed network for $50K, but we didn't have the experience to do the job right, and my old boss ended up getting sued. I told him it would happen, but he just ignored me. This went on for over an hour. I was bored towards the end, so I started getting really short with them. Eventually, the interview ended, and I walked out of the door thinking, yep, never hearing back from them again. After about a week later, they called me back. Hi, we'd love to offer you the job, but the package is a shitload of money plus commission. I said I didn't think I was the right fit. One of the guys who interviewed me called me a little later and said he really wanted me. I told him again I wasn't the right fit for the job. He said if I didn't accept the package, he'd report me to the dole officer and I'd lose my welfare, spelled loose. He said he expected me to start in a month. I didn't know what to do, so I thought I'd better just go with it, and that I'd probably just end up being fired anyway. My mammy passed away a week before I was due to start. Old boss gave me an extra week to grieve. I went in, started the job. I was shit at first, but he never came down on me for it. He just asked me what I'd learned from the experience and gave me pointers on how to avoid it happening again. Eventually, I got the hang of it and became one of the most successful members of our team. I got really into it, started studying hard, picked up a couple of industry awards for the team. 4 years later, I left the job for another decently high-paying role and haven't looked back since. I asked my old boss why he wanted me so badly. He said, son, I can teach you how to build a network. I can teach you how to scope a project and configure a router. What I can't teach you is confidence, intelligence, and the right amount of not giving a fuck. That's why I chose you. Ooh, talk about a mentor. You know he gonna die. He gonna die towards the end of the movie so that, you know, he has a reason to be like, no, he believed in me, and go crazy and shit. Hello, everyone. You know, death of the mentor. Just thought you guys might enjoy a little bit of trope humor. Hello to Sajasia. Hello to Annie, Jennifer, Stripes, Raken, Fat Man, Manu, and Faith, of course. Hope you're all having a fantastic day, and it gets even better. Hey, it's the big-tittied mommy, Rhea. I hope your kids are doing great, sweetie. So we roll up to number 61. Not an employer, but the company I work for just hired on a chick? Just hired on a chick? Oh, well, maybe they mean hired on, as in they brought her in or they brought her on to the team. Nigga, I don't read shit in that way. So I'm sorry. Not an employer, but the company I work for just hired on a chick who was pretty intense. During her interview, they asked her how she handled stress. Her reply was something about her watching her kid die in front of her about a year ago. They still hired her. Before she started working with us, our boss informed us this as to try not to trigger her or anything. So she comes in and starts with us immediately, and immediately starts talking about her dead son, my dead son, and how she's a hardcore conspiracy theorist. It was extremely uncomfortable. Well, what kind of conspiracies you believe in, man? Because there are real conspiracies, and then there's people who think the world is flat. That's right. I'm attacking you, flat earthers, with your stupid ass beliefs. Number 16 is not what this is. That's 6T, buddy. We could skip though if you want. You want to do that? Number 60. Not necessarily his answer, but the fact that he wouldn't make eye contact and was nervously ramming a pen inside his dick. Against his dick. Well, were you creating what you wanted from that, Kyle? Shut up. That would have been better. That would have made for a hell of an interview, boy. You know what I mean? I come here to get entertained. I would love to be an interview guy. The worst. The worst. Number 59. I was once told I come in late often, and then proceeded to tell me how she would have to come in late next week, even though she wasn't offered the position. To top it off, when HR told her she didn't get the job, she started leaving me messages asking if she got the job. It was pretty amazing. Okay. Number 58. I was a director of youth serving non-profit. We didn't interview this guy, but on his experience was that he worked on the slaughter floor of a meat factory. In his cover letter, it said, I'm pretty good at corralling the cattle and pushing them into saws. I should be able to watch a room full of kiddos. Oh boy. Savage. As we go to number 57, this has been gilded twice. It better be good. Why, thank
Would
you.
send more, but my pops had a minor stroke and I'm helping pay his hospital bill.
Damn, baby, you advertising that? Not that I'm saying that you're all about advertising it. Oh no, you've put a foot in your mouth. Thank you for your donation, homie. Above and beyond as usual, and you really did need to do it considering the situation that you're in. I hope that he recovers quickly, and I hope that you guys can get on with enjoying the holiday season. You're a saint, Jesus, and I can only hope that your pops comes out of this better than he went in, so to speak. As we continue, number 57. I already posted this one before, but this one stuck out. A kid told me that he just got out of the country for a possessions charge and can't work certain times because he has a court-appointed inpatient rehabilitation that he goes to and is on probation. Brutal honesty. Fucking refreshing. The look of relief on his face when I asked if he had a certain probation officer was great, especially after I told him that that's who I have to go to every week. I hired him on the spot. He's a great worker, a good kid, a funny kid. I kinda became his unofficial sponsor, and he's doing great with his recovery, a true blade of grass in a lawn of weeds. That was 2 years ago. After a while, he told me he likes the kitchen work, but his real passion is auto mechanics. I put in a word for him with a friend who's a mechanic, and he's quickly moving up the ranks at his shop at the job. Man, sometimes it's really all about who you know. And I'm glad that this kind of thing could even happen thanks to sweet people giving people the chance that, you know, society is denying them. Y'all people really don't know about anything about people who catch a charge and then try to go out and jump through the normal career hoops. Oh my God. Oh my God. As we roll up to number 56. This isn't a good situation. The way that I'm seated is just a nightmare. I need to get that chair back over here. I'm sitting in a love seat right now because I got started so late. I did interviews for a delivery company, think UPS, but regional. I asked a guy what qualities he possesses that could be an asset to the company. The usual bullshit answer usually involved being a hard worker. Kudos to this guy for informing me his dad raced dirt track cars and he driven them a couple of times. So he was excellent at driving fast. He then asked me if a pending DUI would be a problem. Wow. This one's a gem. I kind of enjoyed that. Nah, I can't just be handing out upvotes all willy-nilly. My upvotes mean something, y'all. My upvotes mean something. You know who I'd upvote? Jesus' dad. That's not. Well, I mean it's a stupid comment, but what's the word? The thought. Yeah, my heart's in the right place with that comment. Oh boy. I love you guys. Number 55. Interviewing people to replace me as assistant manager of a teen girl clothing store. Okay. Teen girl. I would love that on the front of a fucking shop. Teen girl. You know what I mean? Come get your clothes. As I had stepped down and moved on to a different job. I stayed on as a temporary manager for 2 years afterwards, only to help train new employees and to help in when they were short or had an emergency. First impression, older woman with too much makeup on and a pantsuit. A pantsuit, y'all. Give me some of that pantsuit, ladies. Ladies. The suit of Hillary Clinton. You see my pantsuit? Question. How do you learn about fashion trends? Answer. My mom. She's 71 and so fashionable. She sells Mary Kay, so I always get to see the new Mary Kay magazines with the fashion trends before others do. Question. Tell me about why you are interested in management. Answer. Well, at the yogurt place I work at, I'm the oldest employee there, so everyone asks me what to do there and I tell them. It makes my manager a little tense because she's the boss, but I can't help it if they ask me. Obviously did not hire her for a variety of reasons, not just these answers. The crazy part was I saw her working at a little corner shop close to my home not too long afterwards. She wasn't wearing any makeup and was in normal clothes. She almost looked like a different person, much younger looking without all the makeup and pantsuit. She's a very nice woman, but she overshares. The first time I saw her working, she did not recognize me and was complaining about druggies applying to work with her. She didn't know they were on drugs, but they looked effed up, her exact words. She also told me the name of someone who bounced a check there and said he wanted a job too, but that she just trashed his application instead of turning it over to her manager. I am close with one of the employees there since I've been frequenting the store for about 10 years, and once she realized who I was and asked me to confirm, she started telling people she thinks I didn't choose her because I was intimidated by her presence. Oh my God. Oh my God. What? Jennifer Modiciano says, it is the hardest thing to do for anyone who spent time in prison to get a job. Well, it's true. But hey, that's the way society wants it to work. So there's that. Jesus says, thanks Kyle, and thanks Fat Matt for the vertical hug. Fat Matt coming at ya. As we roll up to number 54, I was asked to design an evacuation plan for the city of Manhattan in the event of a hurricane. I smiled confidently and said, turn all the traffic lights green. The interviewer then asks, wouldn't that just cause a lot of traffic accidents? I then answered, a hurricane is coming. We don't have time to worry about traffic accidents. He frowned and moved on. I feel like it was not the answer he was looking for. Someone says, I'm not sure if you're a genius or a dropped baby. Drop that baby. I'm going to be saying that again throughout this list. I'm going to say that after every entry. Buckle up. As we arrive at number 53, not a job interviewer, but I am an awkward guy and a serial job interview failure. I was once flipped the bird and called an asshole by my interviewer and abandoned in a service station. I was fresh out of university and applying for every job under the sun. I read about a nondescript job in sales, which I now know to be a red flag, and applied. I was told I'd have a day-long interview at a local. Sorry. Why did Rhea make that face? You didn't drop any of your kids, did you, Rhea? I'm so sorry. I love you. I'm sorry. Anyway, I was told I'd have a long day a day-long interview at a location in the city center. But once I'd turned up at the building, I was taken by my interviewer in a car to a service station on the motorway. The whole way there, she was giving me a hard sell, saying that she'd only worked there 6 months and it was already the best job she'd ever had. Okay. That she couldn't imagine her life without it, etc. Then it started getting weird. She was saying that she was about to hit the threshold where she really started making money, saying that she was so excited to buy out her parents' mortgage in a few years' time. She was saying that she went to a company conference last week and heard a speech by a guy who made his first $1 million last year after 3 years with the business, but next year he was anticipating a few million more from that. I get to the service station, and it's a job selling perfume in the concourse to passers-by. No stall or anything, just collaring people and selling them perfume. For context, I'm a gangly, awkward man in my early 20s. No woman on earth would buy perfume from me. She sits me down with pen and paper and starts the interview, which occurs in the form of 30-minute written pieces while she sells perfume. Part 1. List all the important things in my life. Part 2. Imagine how excess cash would help these goals. Number 3. List all of the problems in my life. Part 4. Imagine all the ways excess cash would fix them. She started describing part 5, which was thinking about how good it would feel to retire early. But I stopped her and asked her what the job was. She started to describe a sales system where you buy perfume and sell it for profit in the services. And over time, you start to hire people under you to sell it for you so that you can buy in larger quantities. Obviously, reaping more profits as you go. You don't get a salary per se. And things start small, but eventually you'll have to network of people working for you and yada yada. It gradually becomes apparent that she was talking about a pyramid scheme. I asked her how much money she was making. She wouldn't give me a number, but said not all that much yet. But that was because she was still building and hadn't yet reached the number of people under her to really start buying in bulk where the profit is. She started describing a pay scale that I can only describe as insane, calculating that I would be making millions within the next few years. I didn't want to come off as rude, but I also super didn't want this job or to spend all day in the services applying for it, and felt bad that she seemed to be getting ripped off, so I tried to describe the problems with the pyramid scheme as politely as I could. I'm sure I came across as a condescending arse of the highest order because she reacted as above and told me that I could make my own way home. Had to call a friend to come collect me. Well, that's how it goes. You know what I mean? That's how it goes. Drop a baby as we roll up to number freaking 52. I was interviewing someone for a customer service position. Tell me about a time you had to go out of your way to help a customer, I asked her. She gave me a 5-minute long answer about how she made sure that the customer respected her and how valuable her time was, and that sometimes you just have to put them in their place. What the fuck? They ask you all kinds of questions, but they just need to think and then they know the answer. So I tell them to think for themselves and then they get it. She didn't get a call back. Damn. Number 51. I had a person interviewing for an operator position. As soon as they sat down, they looked directly at me and said, "Shouldn't you be in school or something?" HR looked right at him and said, "She's the engineer of these manufacturing lines and will be your direct supervisor." They definitely didn't get the job. Just 'cause she looking young, no. You see these big titties, she should have said. Rhea says, if the day ever comes that I actually do have children, no one will believe me because of you. Oh, please, Rhea. As we roll up to 50, Showed up for a formal office job interview in raggy jeans and a hoodie. Sorry I didn't dress up, I had school today. Then dress up for school. And if asked why, you say you have a job interview later. Ugh. Number 49. I had an interview for the job of my dreams with a larger organization, so naturally an HR representative sat in on the meeting. After describing the physical requirements of the position, the department head asked if I was comfortable meeting them daily. Without missing a beat, I energetically replied, "Well, that sounds terrific. I'd die if I worked in an office." Immediate regret. I struggled through the remainder of the interview, afraid to look at the poor HR guy. I decided not to include a desperate apology in my thank you note to them, and went on to beat myself up for about 2 weeks over it. Much to my surprise, they offered me the position anyway. I still get sheepish every time I see the HR representative around the workplace. We've never said a word about it, but he remembers me by name and is always pleasant. Cheers to you, HR guy, for overlooking my accidental disparagement of your daily life. Some people can live in different ways. Not everything is for everybody, you know? And I think he recognizes, hopefully, that this guy didn't mean it in like a disrespectful way, you know? Some people are just stupid, don't know what they're saying. And other people don't give a fuck what you think. How about that? So as we roll up to number 47, because 48's dead. It's dead, Jim, it's dead. Interviewing someone for a job as a bill collector. Something that was crystal clear in the interview, not disguised as a customer service job. Her, with a lot of emphasis, says, "I just want a job where I can help people." Sorry, sweetheart, you wouldn't be doing that here. Okay. Maybe this was a lot. Maybe 60 was a lot, and I should have just started like 25. Asked a question about a conflict resolution. This very small person with a Napoleon complex responded with 2 physical altercation stories he had at work, both of which he initiated. He beat them up, though, and walked out. The thing that got me was that he was chuckling through each story like I was supposed to be impressed with his fighting skills. Oh, I like your style, so maximum. What the fuck? As we continue, number 45. Me. Is there anything in your past that could prevent you from passing the background check? Candidate. Well, last week I got arrested for domestic dispute because my wife put her hands in my face, so I bit her finger off. That bitch. That'll teach her to put her hands in my face. As we roll up to number 44. Question. What is your opinion on diversity in the workplace? Answer. They are really good dancers. Why? Are they in the office? Number 43. Why do you want this job? I saw an opportunity, so I took it. It took him like 30 seconds to say. He was so stoned, and a former student from when I was teaching. Oh, I thought he was just kind of like, you know, that kid in a wheelchair from Malcolm in the Middle. Hey guys, remember Malcolm in the Middle? You know what I mean? Malcolm in the Middle. Air date. Alright. 2000. 17 years ago. Ooh, so spooky. There's kids in the stream younger than that, baby. You know what I mean? Rhea has breast implants, so her breasts are younger than this show. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? As we continue, number 42. I asked her to describe a time when she had to complete a repetitive task and how she stayed motivated. You know, how do you remain enthusiastic and motivated through something so mundane and monotonous? Her answer was waking up every morning. I asked how she stayed motivated, and she said she didn't have to because her mom got her up. Number 41. All right. Jesus Christ. Way too late to this party, but damn, do I have one. A few years ago, we put out an application for a senior software developer. The description was rather broad. We had a variety of projects that we could stick them on, but needed a senior level person that could jump in relatively quick. It comes to the day, and let's call her Susan, has an excellent resume. 10 years of development experience, lead level, previous position. Listed proficiencies in all languages we wanted, even obscure ones. Who the hell still knows XSLT, for example? So we bring her in for an interview, one of those public sector committee ones with preset questions, and she's acing it. Talks a big game, excitedly describes her past projects and their impact. Seems all around pretty personable. Pretty personable. Then we deviate a bit and start asking basic coding questions, and she replies with a line that I will never forget as long as I shall live. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't really do coding. I have my cinnamon for that. Oh, I have my Chinaman for that. Cinnamon, Kyle. Cinnamon. Anyway, 5 seconds of stunned silence. I beg your pardon? My Chinaman. Let's call him Bob. If something needs doing, I pass it off to him, and it's just done. He's really good. When we inquired if we could maybe interview the Chinaman instead, she got really flustered and basically wound the interview down. It's like we committed a great offense by implying the two of them were separate entities. To this day, we don't really know what the deal there was. Her Chinaman. Craig McSavini says, love your stream. Thanks again for another one. Coming at you, Craig. Here comes number 40 with that Craig exclusive. Number 40. I'm sure I was the one who gave the worst answer. I was interviewing for American Apparel and just looking to get a basic job to get some money for college. The process seemed to be going well, and the manager asked and even spoke to me immediately after I came in for my application. I felt pretty good about it, and even if the clothing wasn't really my style. Unfortunately, she asked me, what celebrity do you aspire to dress like? I'm not a person who follows celebrities, and I certainly don't aspire to copy anyone else's look. Add in the fact that I was being homeschooled through high school, so had no idea who was big. She was expecting me to say Bruno Mars, Jared Leto, Chris Brown, or even Kanye West, but the only celebrity that I could think of was psychobilly artist named Kitty Casket. Oh man, psychobilly? No thanks. She looks old. Like, older than she's trying to... What's going on here? What's going on here? Get me out of here. Get me the hell out of here. I didn't get the job, but did go outside and laugh for a solid 15 minutes because even I instantly knew how absurd that situation was. What a shame. Shut up, guys. With the cinnamon. Just sprinkle some Chinaman on that and it'll make a delicious little frap that you can give to your nearest white girl, and she'll be all like, oh my god, it's so delicious. Number 39. Question. Tell me about a time you helped someone else. A. Proceeds to tell me a story whereby his negligence directly led to his grandfather's death. Best part, my manager still hired the tool. What? Your negligence led to someone's death, a family member. Holy shit. Rhea says, Kitty Casket definitely wears her teenage daughter's clothing, for real. You know what I mean? Like, ugh. Buh. Teen girls ain't dressing like that, especially the fat titty ones. You know what I'm talking about? They don't have to dress like that, alright? They don't have to. Ugh. I'm so glad that times have changed in a way where like the youth don't have as much to prove. Yeah, they're still joining, cliques for the most part and acting like how each other acts, you know what I mean? But back in the day, man, like, yeah, people were either the rockers, the emos, the goths, we were trying so hard to just be part of some gay group, man. It was just the worst. Better people be like gender fluid and fucking queer and all of this bullshit like now than how whack people were being back when I was coming up, man. God damn. People just fucking just reaching for a identity. They can't find it anywhere. They would come to middle school like a blank slate and just be like, what am I gonna be? I gotta get the most attention when I come in this bitch. I'm gonna dye my hair blue and I'll put on all these bracelets and yeah, I'm gonna get a spiked collar around my neck. I'm gonna wear these. Okay, they're gonna be like these platform shoes. Gotta wear these Jinko jeans. All right, I'm gonna get some mesh. I'm gonna get a mesh undershirt. Put that on. All right. Oh man, I'm gonna get some shirt. I got my shirt with the flames on it, man. The flames on it. I'm gonna get a scooter in this bitch. I'm gonna sling a scooter over my shoulder and walk in class. People gonna be like, damn. Number 38. Tell us why you left your last job. It was boring. I didn't like it, so I started calling in slick. Calling in slick? Yeah. Telling my boss I was sick, but I really just didn't want to come to work. You know what I'm talking about? Interview man. Oh my God. Oh my God. As we roll up to number 37, me. It says in your skills that you're a pickup artist. Can you explain how that's relevant to the position that you're applying for? The PUA. That means I'm getting really good at banging sluts, so I'm totally a great salesman for myself. He was being interviewed for a customer service role by 2 women. So, no, he wasn't. Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Damn. How do you there's a time to put okay, let's think about it. Let's talk about it, guys. All right. The single, the only time you should pack it in, right, is like a funeral, baby, and a job interview, and people can't even bring themselves to do it then. Holy hell. Excuse me. Wow. Sorry, the burp wanted to get out of here. He couldn't take it. Later, burp. Yeah, bitch, I'm out of here. Yeah, Kyle just gave a voice to a burp. This list is killing me. Number 36. Interviewing a nervous person for their first job. The question is, what role do you typically play on a team? Candidate. Defense. Me. This is an interesting response. Can you tell me more about that? Candidate. I hate sports and don't want to have to touch the ball. It was definitely a memorable answer. I don't want to have to touch that barrel. Oh, Stripe says, bless you for my burp. Thank you. Wow. Hey, Rake and Silver says, I know how you feel, Kyle. Being trans and queer, female to male, I'm always confronted about being fake and doing it for the lulz. That's so sad. I hope that, regardless of your stage and your transition, that you're happy and comfortable with who you are. You know what I mean? Hopefully you still have big titties as well. Jeez. Peppermint Stripe says, that was a pretty good burp, though. Sounded like Barney. Oh no, Barney Gumble. No, I didn't want to be compared to Barney in my own stream. Number 35. Not an interviewer, but years ago, my husband used to Google to find something during an interview at Yahoo, while his screen was projected onto the wall in front of his interviewers. He should have asked Jeeves. He should have asked Jeeves. Number 34. Remember Ask Jeeves, guys? Ask Jeeves. Date. I'm just gonna see when it came up. 21 fucking years ago. God damn. Asks Jeeves is 21 years old. Okay? Laura has breast implants, okay? And her breasts are younger than AskJeeves.com. Wait, this is Ask.com. Well, how old is Ask Jeeves? It's certainly not as old as me caring about this, because it's me caring is already dead. Hi-yo, number 33. She talked about using drugs on a cruise that she went on. She harassed me for months after I claimed I was racist because I wouldn't hire her. Tried to call my boss and then his boss. She was lovely. Man. Jesus said he asked Jeeves when he was a teenager. That's some pretty ballsy interneting, bro. I would tell you guys about things that I did on the internet, but my brain just tried to stop my words from forming coming out of the mouth, even talking about what I was doing. So how do you think it would react to me actually fessing up about some of the internet wacky hijinks Kyle used to get up to? I mean, back when the internet was really the internet, you know what I'm talking about? I like to think that with every fucking day, a new shell forms around what the internet really is, and penetrating that shit is getting so tricky. It's getting so tricky now. Anyway, number 32 was phone interviewing someone for a technical position. I could hear him tapping away on the keyboard, like trying to Google the answer. Every time I asked him while he meandered around the answer, the sad part was he wasn't even able to search the right thing more than once. Oh, that's so sad. I have a mechanical keyboard, and I don't know if they all sound like this, but it's pretty loud. Like, if I were to type, it's pretty loud. You know? Listen to how loud that sounds. Listen to how loud that sounds. There's a fly on the mic. Oh my God. It's not like a fly, it's like a gnat. But if there's one, there's more. How'd it get in here? I left the house for fucking 10 minutes. And by 10 minutes, I mean like I opened the door just to get outside to fucking mow that lawn. Now shit's in here. And now things are in here. What the hell did I just turn? What is this that just came up when I Googled that? Of the roughly 40 million Americans suffering from hearing loss, 10 million can be attributed to the noise-inducing hearing loss. Or NIHL. That sounds like a league, like a hockey league. And this is their song. Number 31. Interviewing for the free clinic for homeless people. We asked about their experiences with the homeless, and this person told us of their time their family vacationed on a yacht in Fiji, and then met a fisherman who traded them his entire day's catch for a handful of M&Ms. I was flabbergasted. You couldn't possibly be more out of touch. The fisherman probably wasn't even homeless, and also, why didn't they just give them their M&Ms without taking his hard-earned fish, or pay him for the fish? Needless to say, they did not get the job. The fish. Hey, Archia Hannibal says, Ask Jeeves got turned into Ask.com, Kyle. Hashtag Kyle. Whatever. But, yeah, that means that my initial, it's 21 years old is still true. And Laura's breast implants are still young. As we proceed up to number 30. Sorry, I'm sitting up and I'm going to knock out this list, man. Number 30, RN here, doing group peer interviews with a candidate that came across to me a little self-sure. We asked a few clinical questions, and one went along the lines of, do you know what to do when X equals Y? The candidate responded to the person asking the question, yeah, do you? She did not get the job. Damn. Number 29, interviewing a woman for a casino cashier position, me. How much money would you feel comfortable with handling on a daily basis? Her, none. I don't want to go to jail. What the fuck? Number 28, all right? What the fuck? Number 28, not an interviewer, but a coworker told me about a guy they interviewed once who seemed perfect for the role until coworker. So we're a small team and help each other with whatever needs doing. Sometimes includes handling different equipment across sections. Sometimes we just need an extra hand to wipe the benches and or sweep. Do you have any issues with expanding your role and assisting with a variety of tasks? This is basically them going, we're going to need somebody to clean that shitter. You going to clean that shitter? You going to get all up in that shit in the bathroom, homie. Get all up in that shit. And the guy said, of course not. I'm happy to help out wherever I'm needed, and any chance to do something new is a chance to learn and gain skills. I'll certainly assist in any task, except cleaning, of course. That's women's work.
Yes, I was looking for it, baby. There it is. He shoots, he scores. Swish. Nothing but net.
Blow that buzzer. Brrr. To emphasize, my coworker and the other person doing the interview were both women. And this wasn't the guy's bad attempt at humor. He was 100% serious in his answer. He did not get the job. Confidence, baby. He got to assert that dominance somehow. Except cleaning, of course, that's woman's work. And then he looked at both of them, just like darting his eyes between both. Like, yeah, what y'all going to do about that, huh? I left it on the table. What y'all going to do? Clean that up? That's what I thought, bitch. Punk asses. Laura says, I'm not even 21 years old. Oh my God. I should have known by the Game of Thrones default picture that they have. Is that what I'm looking at? I'm not sure. I can't see. It's not that big. It's not big enough. Your default pictures are all just pieces of crap, you know, guys. Get a cool default like Kyle has. You know what I mean? His default's so cool. I do have a default that's so cool. Speaking of default, Stripe says her new icon will appear in chat. Maybe she meant appear because she wrote spear. My new icon will spear in chat. Speaking of spear, I'm going to spear some titties. You know what I'm talking about? Right in between. Number 27, my worst interview answer was also my best. Can you elaborate on the circumstances under which you left your last job? I got shot. On the job? No, but they said I couldn't come back. Yes, we hired him. Only applicant who had forklift experience. Man, I should get forklift experience and then they'll have to hire me. I'll be like, what are you going to do? Get somebody else to drive your forklift? Forklift sounds kind of dangerous. Didn't somebody in the stream say that they drive a forklift? Who in stream drive forklift? Who in stream? As we roll up to number 26, I used to manage a water park at a resort. One of the maintenance guys asked if I could interview his son for a lifeguard position, so I said sure. What the hell? I delegated the task to one of my newly minted supervisors as a training exercise. She's never interviewed someone before, while I sat in and watched. Anyway, the kid comes in barely on time, and I shit you not, he's wearing a wife beater. That's like a man tank top, guys. It's white. It's an undershirt, basketball shorts, and socks with flip-flops, flip-flocks. Now, I wasn't expecting a suit and tie, but come on. She, the supervisor, looks at me wide-eyed, but I motion her to continue the interview so as not to waste the opportunity. The kid expectedly bombs, and when it's over, I ask the supervisor to leave. I don't believe in mincing words or giving false hope, so I tell him point blank, aside from the interview itself, why do you think we should hire you when you come in wearing all of this, clearly indicating that you don't respect us enough to even try? His response, you can't judge a book by its cover, bro. Can't judge a book by its cover, bro. Come on, bro. Oh my God. It was Jesus. Jesus has the forklift experience. 13 years, dude. Is it dangerous, man? Have you ever had to do anything that, I mean, like, I guess it's in front of you. It's not like something's going to fall on you. I don't know. I don't know. Arshia says, by the way, thanks for saying my name right. Why wouldn't I, Arshia? Take it easy, man.
Stripe said, Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. I like the way that I'm saying Jesus now, because it kind of sounds like the way someone with a speech impediment might say it. Jesus. That's not funny, dude. As we continue up to number 25. Tell me about your work experience. Hey, how far back do y'all go on felonies? Uh-oh. We search your entire criminal history, but obviously the same crime committed yesterday weighs more heavily than one committed 20 years ago, with nothing since. You actually marked that you don't have any criminal history, however. Is that wrong? Long story short, he had been arrested a lot, like 3 times for public intoxication in the last month, felony drug charges in the last year, theft of $50,000 plus in the last 2 years, burglary, theft, drugs, damn. Did burglary, theft, drugs, theft, drugs. Baby. Number 24. Everyone makes mistakes, right? Tell me about a mistake that you made on the job, what the results were, and how you rectified it. 20-something went on to tell me about getting suckered into selling meth to make more money, then got several coworkers hooked on it. Then he started distributing large amounts to her team on the regular, then got fired and became a prostitute to support her habit, then landing in jail for solicitation, possession with intent, and resisting arrest. She was newly released from jail and wanted to hurry the interview because she was on her way to a house party with all her old coworkers. I asked point blank if she was holding, and she said not yet with a wink. Oh my God. Jesus says it's extremely dangerous. This is serious. We can make you delirious. You should have a healthy fear of us because too much of us is. But I still listen to your streams while driving. Dude, don't, dude. These will be here for you whenever you need them. Do not do this while you're. If it's dangerous, you know what I mean? He says he's been here for 4 years and only witnessed 1 death. Oh my God. Oh my God. Rakin Silver says, Arshia, I get the name. I get the same thing with my display name. My surname. I actually adore the name Arshia. Of course you don't. You transgenders, I bet you all are looking for like names that nobody else has so that you guys can be the butterflies coming out of your cocoon. I am no longer that is my slave name. I am now Arshia, bursting forth. Ria says, Kaya, I love listening to you topless. You're just so perfect. Thank you. Number 23. It wasn't an interview. Didn't get that far. But the job application. It was a dog walking position for a pet company, and we have a question about experience. Now, obviously this means experience working with / handling dogs, but someone answered like this: I've been walking almost my entire life. Oh, it's good to know he got walking experience. Nice. Arshia, no, I know that your real name's Arshia. I was teasing Rakin, or whatever, however the hell they want it. Raikain. Maybe that's how they want to pronounce. Who knows? As we roll up to number 22, how much bakery experience do you have? None, but I'm good at fixing cars. Like, that literally made me extend my hand, like palm up. Like, what are you doing? Do you think this is a joke? This is a job interview. Number 21. I'm not here to actually interview. I just want this to be a practice interview for other companies. I walked out. My man. Interview got up and left. Oh my God. Number 20. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Probably using my phone as a mirror. This was back when Nokia Brick was the current cell phone. I would have hired him if I knew he could predict the future, but at the time, that seemed stupid. He knew. I remember one time I was playing I was playing like Destiny with Queen, and I really lost my shit. I'm not gonna Google it, but just take my word for it. I was laughing my ass off. Maybe I'll Google it after the stream if somebody reminds me. Number 19. So a guy turns up 20 minutes late for an interview. No ringing us to let us know that he was running late. No apology when he eventually turned up, and no reason given. So we get through the interview and eventually we ask, what qualifies you that makes you think that you are suited for this job? Or what qualities do you have that makes you think you're suitable? His reply, I'm always on time. This motherfucker said, I'm always on time. Oh my God. Number 18. I helped interview some people once for a government job at an international center in rural Japan. This was a job where foreigners who didn't speak Japanese would occasionally come in and talk to the staff, so even though the staff didn't have to be perfect at English, they had to at least be able to understand the basics. In the interviews, my boss had me start out by asking the participants simple questions like, what's your name and how are you feeling today, to see how they would react. The point wasn't to test their ability, but just to make sure that they would be able to handle an unexpected situation where a foreigner was speaking to them in English. And it was horrible. The first guy who came in just stared at the floor for about 2 minutes without saying anything. One girl started to actually cry a little bit. Of course, since this was the beginning of the interview, it threw them off for the rest of it as well. I felt like a total asshole, but on the other hand, if you cry when someone speaks to you in English, you're probably not that best for the job. Oh no, jeez. Riken says, I have a unisex same anyways. Name, I'm guessing. All I have to do is change. All I had to change was my middle name. I'm into the completely change every. Oh, I'm not into the completely change everything side of things, especially with my line of work. Oh, she a prostitute. I'm kidding. Anyway, here we go. Number 17. Hi there. I just do eyes. Thanks for coming in today. Is this going to take long? I'm parked in a 15-minute spot. Oh boy. Did you really say this, dude? People can't be so square. Like, that's stupid. Number 16. I was interviewing a guy for a job as mall security. I asked a standard question, what is your biggest weakness? He responded with weakness, and then nearly maniacal laughter that lasted uncomfortably long. Oh man. I jumped to the last question and entered the interview early. The guy creeped me out. Man, people are on the spectrum and they don't even know it, dude. You know? Holy hell. Like, I know my jokes run on too long as far as me enjoying them. But I don't think there's anything scarier than being a person who isn't aware of the fact that, like, no, dude, you're being unfunny. Shut up now. You have to stop talking now. Stop, everybody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you're in a situation like that and you're cringing, like, for them, you're just like, oh my God, oh my God. Stop talking, please. You giving other people to look like, I don't know him. I don't know. I just saw him. He was outside. You know what I mean? Number 15. Not me, but a buddy of mine interviewed someone for a job. At the end, he said, so do you have any questions for me? The interviewee says, no, but check this out. Pulls pants leg up to show new tattoo. Shaking my head. Number 14. My fiance is a recruiter for bank tellers. She gets lots of people who don't quite understand the purpose of interviews. She had one that went like this. Her. Why did you leave your last job? Applicant. I hated that place and the customers were really shitty. Her. Okay. Did you give your employer a notice before leaving? Answer. Nah, I just stopped going. I really hated it there. Her. So what makes you think you'd be a good fit for this place? A, I guess I live pretty close by. Oh boy.
Well, number 13. Me. So why do you want to work with us? Him. Yes. What a legend. What a legend. What a legend. I'm not going to upvote it because I don't care. But this is the one. This is a good one. This is the one of this thread, you know? Because it's a lot of things in one there. It's like, are you even listening? You know what I mean? Rican Silver says, you were right, Kyle. It's Rican. Rican like Rican Silver. Rican like you stink. This chick, Rican. As we proceed, number 12, interviewer, describe yourself in 3 words. The guy stutters, really struggling. Interviewer, okay, if I asked your closest friends how they would describe you, what do you think they'd say? He stutters more and just blurts out Welsh. Let me just have a drink here. Here we are at number 11. Me. Tell us about your educational background. Interviewee. I had a degree in philosophy, so I'm probably useless to you and your unenlightened being. Somebody from I Am Very Smart just bust out into an interview. I love it. Somebody says, you encountered an I Am Very Smart in the wild. I just said this. I just said this. Beep, bop, bop, bop. Beep, bop, borp. Beep, bop, bop, borp. He got more upvotes than the original comment guy. That's fucked up. Number 10, I asked an interviewee to tell me about a time they'd built relationships with colleagues, departments, suppliers, etc. She proceeded to tell me how she'd started having an affair with a work colleague. Not quite the answer I was expecting. Oh, talk about oversharing. Number 9, I had a guy who couldn't spell very well or write his own Nigga, wait a minute. Nigga, wait a minute with this entry right here, because you looking like you're a victim of what you saying this guy was a victim of. So hold on. Hold on now. I had a guy who couldn't spell very well right on his application. That he was applying for a whorehouse position instead of a warehouse job. Oh, you know what we looking for? Punctuation, okay? I had a guy who couldn't spell very well write on his application that he was applying for a whorehouse position instead of a warehouse job. Oh, commas, baby. Damn. Oh, you know... Oh, looking for a lot of punctuation. Kyle Willard says, Kyle, you should do an ASMR stream where you just type and drink loudly. That's fucked up. Number 8. I asked someone what their sales experience... What? Whoa! What the fuck? ED experience? Yeah. What is your sales experience? What the fuck? Okay. Let's get out of here. He said, I know this sounds unprofessional, but I sell drugs. Get me out of here. Number 7. There was an interview that happened recently at my workplace. The interviewer asked the interviewee to elaborate on a part of his exam, to which the interviewee responded, my resume was written by a professional, and I'm not actually sure what he means by that part. Oh no. You're supposed to do your resume. Jeez. Rhea says, I just learned of ASMR last week. I still don't get it, to be honest.
It's not for you. It's for like creeps. ASMR is for creeps. Sometimes it just has people like, okay guys, how's it going? And they're like scratching themselves. And then they're going, beep boop bop boop 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 boop. And then there's this bitch who ASMR eats. It is fucking disgusting. Okay, there's this fat bitch on the internet who ASMR eats, and I am not joking. ASMR eating. You know what I'm talking about? These bitches ain't playing. They got like 20-minute videos of them sitting the fuck down to eat an entire fucking thing. What are you doing? What is going on? Okay, that's a fetish. And you know, when you think about most of us, we think about how, ooh, look at this Asian bitch. That's fake. Them titties fake. Why are so many women wearing push-up bras? Stop lying, man. Stop lying. Nobody has big titties anymore. It's all push-up bras. She eating the Chick-fil-A. The Chick-fil-A is the sexiest part of this with your like, get the fuck out of here. These freaking Chinese guy eating meat bar. Oh, they're drumsticks. What is this on the left side? Oh my god. Oh my god, get me out of here. Look. Why'd y'all put this on my mind? Okay. Why do you do this? Okay. Ria's Titties, the movie. Number 6. Why did you leave your last company? Sir, I'm not going to lie. I was fired for fighting a customer in the parking lot. Well, at least he didn't do it in the store. He should have waited until he was off. Yeah. He should have been like, look, man, I need this job, but I will whoop your ass. Meet me on the playground after school. You know what I'm talking about? Oh my god. Number 5. Instead of asking me to repeat the question that they had misheard, they tried to pry my clipboard out of my hand so that they could read it. And when I didn't let them take the clipboard, they tried to walk around to my side of the table to read it over my shoulder without explaining this to me until I was ending the interview moments later. Somebody said this sounds like it could be a scene from The Office. Oh my god. Number 4. My best friend's boyfriend was up for an amazing job that he was highly qualified for, and then asked those weird think on your feet type questions. The interviewer asked, if you could be any animal, what would you be and why? Everybody in the stream answered that question. Him, a bird, so that I could shit on everyone. He didn't get the job. He just shouldn't have said the shit part. He just shouldn't have said the shit part. He just shouldn't have said the shit part. Shouldn't have said the shit part. Because I said shouldn't have shed just now. It was weird. Number 3. Here's a really bad answer that I gave. I applied to work at a candle shop at the mall. The guy who took my resume said that they might need someone and started the interview. Why do you want to work here? Truth is, didn't want to leave my job at the time, but I was looking for something closer to home. For some reason, I didn't want to say any version of that. I just said, it smells really great in here. That's so cute. That's so cute. Well, I mean, this is so wholesome. It's fine. It's fine. Chai Mei says a fox so I can get out of situations quickly. Hey, it's not about running from all of your situations. You need to face them head on, Chai Mei. Mario says a bat because I sleep all day anyway. Interesting. Michael Davis says a gorilla. I already look enough like one. Racist. Excuse me. Stop that. They're jumping out of me. I'm sorry. I can't even mute it. They're just jumping out of me. Stripe says a snake so I'd never have to blink. Why? You're a furry and you don't choose to be a snake. So why would you want to be Faith wants to be a bunny because they're so cute. Oh, Hannah is the only person that I know that has a pet bunny. Linda says, have to go back to work tomorrow. I guess Linda would be a workplace. That's an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing to be. Wow. That's interesting. Ria says a penguin because they're round and I like being cold. Oh, they're round and like being cold. Aren't you round too, girl? That's why all the dudes want to impregnate it. You know what I'm talking about? Oh boy. Laura says birds are pretty cool. I'd like to be a bird. With no explanation, because they're cool. I love it. I love it. Number 2, man. I worked in the daycare at a gym, and one of the interview questions was, what is the incest thing what is the nicest thing? Oh my God. You just went full dyslexic, Kyle. What is the nicest thing, okay, you've ever done for someone? One interviewee said, providing a false alibi to the police for my boyfriend. Oh my God. That is sweet, dude, but this is a job interview, bro. Someone said, I would kill if I had a girlfriend like that. Literally. You know what I'm talking about? Because she would fucking take that secret to, oh my God.
He didn't do nothing. I ain't telling y'all shit, you fuck ass cops. My titty's big as hell and y'all don't get to see shit. Yeah, I'm live streaming this to the internet. What the fuck y'all gonna do, huh? Nothing. So I'ma back out slow and kick the fucking door open and see y'all niggas later, you pieces of shit. Fucking police.
I'm kidding. Can you imagine a woman like that in my life? Oh my God. I'd be scared of her. I would be scared of her. Sedasia says an owl so she can turn her head all the way around. That's not creepy, Sedasia. Oh, so you can see all around you, I guess. Well, there you go. Man. Wait, Fat Man says his car fucked up? Did it really? Oh. That's messed up. I like that Stripe spells slaughtered like that. Stripe says she wouldn't really want to be a domesticated cow, though. I'd get forcibly impregnated and slaughtered. Stripes. Yes. Dude, explaining Stripes to a newcomer is an impossible thing to do, you guys. It's just so much. It's just a whole bunch of little things, you know what I mean, that make Stripes Stripes, and people won't believe it. They would never believe it. If you told them all, like, she would probably be able to lean over if I ever tried to, and she'd be like,
this is ridiculous. Why would you believe this man? He's Dexter's dad as his default. Like, who, come on. Are you going to believe him? Yeah, believe me.
Guys, thank you all for being here. Okay. I feel like weird. I want to thank my sponsors. You guys are electric. You guys are insane. I hope you guys are having a holly jolly Christmas time balls. I want to thank my patrons. You guys are unstoppable. My God. I need to find the way to properly thank you all. But hey, you guys are one message away from letting me know exactly what you want. Okay. So, as we finish this list of the 62 worst interview answers ever given, number 1 reads as follows. Asked an interviewee about his tech experience, he says, I helped my mom set up her new iPad, and she's like your age. I was in my mid-30s at the time. Somebody said, hold up. How old was the interviewee at the time? Around 20. Michael Davis says, Kyle, don't forget about the Destiny Rage video. It wasn't rage. I didn't like lose it in a bad way. I lost it in like a comedy way. I couldn't stop laughing. Ooh, this is a good one, but it needs to cook. This one needs to cook. Y'all know what the next list is going to be. How about that? What screams I spend too much time on Reddit? On mobile, when you've read everything on the front page and the top of past hour and maybe browsed new and controversial, so you close the app, but then you stare at your home screen and can't think of anything else to do, so you just open it right back up again. I do this about once a day. When you start recognizing users. Thank God I don't recognize users. Fuck me. Just poem for your sprag.
Just poem for your sprag, baby. Woo.
So there's that, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm probably gonna fire up Zelda, but I'm gonna make another stream because they'll hit me with that copyrighted bullshit if I try to make it in this one. Saved. Oh my God. All right, guys, I love you. I'm going to end this, but then I'll crank up, teen girl who lied about rape faces 32 years in prison. Just 32 years? Just 32 years after falsely accusing 3 men of kidnap and rape. Dirty bitch. Ensuing a costly 7-hour city ride. Her name is Brianna Harmon. No relation to Dan Harmon. She ran into a church claiming to have been abducted and raped by 3 men in ski masks. Okay. I'm guessing they were white guys if the cops gave a damn and didn't just throw those niggas in jail. How about that? Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Before district attorney requested pickles, he was all like, baby. Oh no, that baby. Drop that baby. It comes full circle. It comes full circle, y'all. A DIY. Why? No! No! No, no! Oh, ew! Oh my God. No, ladies, no. I know y'all looking for anything to spice up your basic ass lives, but come on. An amberized fucking mosquito nail? What is happening? No. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is probably too dank. Oh. Huh. Jesus Christ. Bubbles on human skin. No, dude. What? Let's keep going. You know what I'm talking about? Let's keep going. AC installation? Huh? Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, that's what happens when people stupid as fuck. What you mean arm cheese? Ew. Don't do meth, kids. Oh my God. No. No. Let's get out of. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That is enough. You guys have a fantastic evening. Come back for my stream if you're bored and talk to each other. Wow. Believe in yourselves. Bing bong. You know? How about that? See you guys soon.